everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday the 13th, I should say. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm just finishing up a bowl of Haunted Bookshop in my matches tribute pipe. The reason I'm just finishing it up is I've had one heck of a day. And I started this bowl at probably about 2 o'clock this afternoon and have not been able to finish it yet. So how's everyone doing tonight? Let's see, we got Magpiety, Cliff Higgins, Full Doddle, Spike Herbert, Kilted Piper Steve. How you all doing, friends? JMZ 56, EK 341. Some new names here tonight. Stoic Smoker, Paul the Piper. How are you, Paul? Watch out, Jason is about, indeed. Corvette Jim, how you doing, buddy? Gary Edminster. Meerschaum Mountaineer 304, hello there. Hope you're doing well this Friday evening. Jeffers 58. Stoic Smoker, Kirk from Florida, and Ron H. Welcome, all welcome, and happy Friday the 13th indeed. Hey, Jimmy Tabacchi, how you doing, buddy? And Paragon Piper. I am once again drinking some Yuengling Hershey Chocolate Porter. And I just finished this. I didn't want to empty it out because it was Haunted Bookshop and I wasn't able to finish. Today has been a Friday the 13th. I mean, nothing bad happened. It just was one of those days at work where, I didn't get 10 minutes to do anything. And I had a lot of these meetings where I had to do video. So I wasn't able to, so in between meetings, I was trying to finish this. That's why I've been smoking the same bowl since about 2 o'clock this afternoon. Timber Drifter, you got a dog food commercial. Sorry, I have no control over the commercials. Horatio Ayuso, good to see you. Voodoo 07, hello there, my friend. Armchair Piper, good to see you, Ed. Kilted Piper Steve's having some Father Dempsey and his new Devil Tomato. Very nice. Burley Nut Bob, Scott Myers, good to see you guys. 2016 Thanksgiving Day, Stanwell Piper. Well, I'm going to have some 2020 Thanksgiving Day very shortly. I got mine in earlier in the week, and I'm actually going to have that. I don't think I've shown you guys this. I know I showed it off like on a Sunday chat, but I don't think I had it on a live stream yet. This is my Boswell Bing. So it's J.M. Boswell's take on the Bing's favorite. And yeah, he did a beautiful job with that, I thought. Really cool pipe. And just for comparison, I got the Savinelli Bing. And the Savinelli Bing is a fantastic pipe, don't get me wrong. But one thing I don't like about it is just how thin this is, how fragile this is. And the Boswell version is just a tiny bit more robust, which makes me happy. I'm not going to throw this one away, mind you, but I really love this one. And I'm going to load that up with some Thanksgiving Day. This is the 2020 version, and I'm enjoying it. It's not as cinnamony as it's been in past years, but it's, in my opinion, better than what it was last year and the year before. So, but hey, you know what they say about opinions. It's never been bad. Michael Case, hello there. Millennium and a Joby Pinch. Gary Edminster's got Lane 1Q and a Lorenzo studio. Timber Drifter's having Haunted Bookshop in a mirror. Thank you, Cliff. I really love the pipe. Mark in Rhode Island. Corvette Jim's having Rainy Day and a J. Allen pipe. Signalman Tony, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. And Artie, good to see you, Artie's place. Michael Schenkel, doing just fine. Let me get this Thanksgiving Day lit. And I'll go back to Haunted Bookshop soon enough. So we have place I work has an annual retreat, you know, for team building and that sort of stuff. And this year, because of, you know, that stuff, we had to do it virtually. Ever been to a virtual retreat? Yeah, it's about as fun as it sounds. And mind you, I'm not a big fan of the actual retreats, so the virtual retreat didn't really light my fire, but got through it. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. Eric S., how you doing, buddy? Ready number 8 in an old Mastercraft. Sounds perfect. I think they used something like that on pillboxes in World War II. This pipe? I'm confused, Cliff. Yeah, it's not really a retreat if you don't go anywhere, is it? Oh, the tamper. Yeah, I should have pointed that out. This was a gift from our buddy Corvette Jim, and I love it. It's really beautiful, realistic cigar-like tamper. Oh, my Zippo. Gotcha, Cliff. It's just an old brass. It's one of the. It used to have a little pipe logo down there in the lower corner there, but it's worn off with years and years of use. This thing's got to be close to 30 years old. So there were some positives in today, I have to admit. Been teasing my wife about this. So in order to, so I don't keep beer in my fridge upstairs just because I don't drink that much during the week. So my normal routine is when I have lunch, I'll get a bottle out, I'll put it in the fridge. And then it'll be chilled down by the time we get together here. And sometimes I got a fridge here in the basement. Sometimes I keep a couple bottles in there, but I often forget to restock it and all. So today was just really hectic. Barely had time to eat some lunch. Just completely forgot about it. And I finished up around 6 o'clock, and I went upstairs to dinner, and I opened up the fridge, and there sitting in the fridge was not just one, but two. And my darling wife realized that I had not yet chilled my beer, and she put 2 in for me. So I told her that means I have to drink 2 tonight. So we'll see how this goes. Oh, Ed, that's a shame. I hate losing things, and I'm sure that really is a bummer. Tony513, hello there, and the one simplex one. How you guys doing? Smooth Piper, how you doing, Peter? Great to see you. Ron Hardcrackers Ward, having a bottle of Wicked Grove hard cider from Aldi. Pipe and a pipe filler remains to be seen. Yeah, Mark, she is a keeper, no question about it. Yeah, you don't want to see Tipsy Mike. Plus, it's probably going to take more than 2 to get you there. Corvette Jim's having a diet do. Sounds good, Jim. Tony, I have been just fine, and now that it's Friday, I am fantastic. Oh, Steve, you shouldn't put that thought in my head. Wow, 50 years, that's something. Ah, Mag Piety is enjoying the finest Coors beer water. Piper on the 45, how you doing, buddy? Gary Edminster's having some ginger ale. And Flatwater Monty, how you doing? Good to see you stopping in. So, I don't have a lot planned for tonight, to be honest with you. It's been such a busy week. I haven't really even had much time to think about this. I did have something I wanted to mention before we get too deep into the fun. If you saw at the very beginning, I had some coming attractions and stuff like that, and oh, Voodoo, I don't know how you can get the sound to sync. That's probably on your end. I have no control over that. Is anybody else having sync problems? Oh, Dude Rustic is here. We can start the show. Anyway, what what I was starting to say is, if you saw the coming attraction slides that I've got at the front, our friend briarnbrew on Instagram, who does Christmas care packages for the troops over in the Middle East, is looking for donations. He's got a record number. I think he said he's got to put together 500 boxes this year, and he's never had this much of a demand before. And this is just something to give the guys some tobacco and a pipe, and just give them something to do while they're over there. It helps them out, it helps the morale, brightens their day, and brightens their holiday. So it's a great thing that he's doing. I was fortunate enough to be able to support him last year. I'm going to do the same this year. Anybody that would like to send him tobacco, he said even open tins of tobacco, he can vacuum seal them and send them. In particular, pipes, it can be a corncob pipe, it can be a basket pipe, a pipe you bought and don't like, it doesn't matter. Just clean it up as best you can and send it off to him. It will be really appreciated by the troops, and you're doing a good thing if you can do that. So I put links down below, his email address and a link to his Instagram post on this. You can get directly in touch with him. He'll give you the shipping information and all that. And I'd really appreciate it if you guys could help out. Just make these guys who are giving their lives for our safety, give them a happy holiday. CaneRodzilla. Not sure what that means, Michael. There you go, Steve. Cliff, why are we talking about Blue Oyster Cult's Godzilla? I missed something. Hey, WKR Piper, good to see you. 3 fingers of special bourbon to remember George Remus with a friend. His birthday is today. Well, may he be remembered with happy memories. It's like a Godzilla movie. Oh, I get it now. There's lag, and you guys are saying that because of the... Okay, I understand now. Sorry, I can check and see if the lag is on my end, but it was not. I've got no dropped frames. I've got an excellent connection. Everything seems to be going just fine on my end. So it's probably YouTube. And YouTube had some big issues this week I actually got shut down for several hours globally. So sorry, there's nothing I can do, guys, to fix that. And if it's really bothering, my audio is off? No, my audio is on. Are you guys hearing me? Okay, as long as, thank you, EK341. Yeah, guys, there's not a lot I can do to fix these problems. You know, we can either live with them or go watch something else. I'm sorry. Yeah, YouTube's been having problems. I am working on getting an audio mixing board. And it's going to be a bit of an investment, and that will not help with this problem, but it will help with, you know, sometimes my volume is lower than the guests and things like that. So I'll be able to equalize those sound levels and hopefully make a better show for you guys. But beyond that, there's nothing I can do about the lag. Well, Ron, you have to really start worrying if my mouth doesn't catch up. Then we got problems. No, Steve, the wand only works on pipes, and only sometimes. Hillbilly Piper, hello there. Good to see you. Tony 513 is going to have a watch party for my live stream. Good thing to good point, Paragon Piper. I'll try to take you up on that. Daniel Leslie, what is your thought on Peterson pipes? Daniel, I'm not a fan, but I know there's people that love them. I love old Peterson pipes. The newer ones, the quality control's gone off quite a bit. And to be fair, I have not really seen many from the, you know, since Ladowsy took them over. Maybe they're better. If you're going to go with a factory pipe, I'd suggest a 7L. Reed Bender Bud, how you doing, my friend? Yeah, Michael Schenkel, that's a good point. It's not my problem. It's you guys aren't drinking enough. That's the problem. Voodoo's blaming the lag on the Yingling. It may well be, my friend. Professor Walker, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, EK341. I don't know if it was you that said you were standing up for Peterson a while back. I don't want to say that Peterson's not good. They make fine pipes. It's just that the quality control has really gone south, and for what you're paying Peterson for a pipe, I don't think you're getting good value there. But the pipes are, you know, they're not bad smokers. There's nothing wrong with them. Ron H thinks it's definitely Yingling induced. Casey Jones, that's huge black bears walking by. That's something to be worried about. Oh, Ed, you don't think we can blame the beer, huh? Stoic Smokers. Peterson beer is awesome. Oh, yeah. That's what I've heard too, Monty. That Yingling is going nationwide. I just hope they don't mess up their quality control. Ron Hardcracker Ward, that's quite a story. Michael Case, there may be multiple reasons why he was never married. Yeah, Boo Dude, I thought you'd like that. So like I said, guys, I don't actually have a grand plan for this evening. Let me know what you'd like to talk about. No pipe purchase November. I've handled some Ardra pipes, Ed. I recall them being very nice. Tobacco Pipes International. How you doing, Mark? Mark, we still haven't been able to connect. I hope we can find a time to chat soon. Tony 513, the burley plants are remarkable critters. I tell you, I cut those things off at the ground when I harvested the leaves, and that was what, a month ago. And it's been cold. It's been warm. It's the weather's been up and down like crazy. I've done absolutely nothing. I went out the other day to just look at what I had to do yard work wise, and I was going to turn over the garden. I probably got 8 or 9 leaves back. You can't kill the things. Daniel Leslie, I have smoked holiday blends. I'm smoking Thanksgiving Day right now, which I consider to be a holiday blend. I've actually got a couple of videos on holiday blends. I don't like many, but the two that I really like, if you're talking about like Christmas holiday, that time of year, one is I always forget who makes it. Is it Gowith that makes the plum pudding? Not the McBaron plum pudding, but I think it's Gowith. And the other one is I really enjoy Sutliff's Black Spice, which it's an aromatic, but it's got just the right amount of spicy aromaticity to make your holiday, to give you that holiday feeling. No problem, Mark. Whenever you get the time, buddy. Never heard of Arlington Pipes Timber Drifter. Anyone else? Stoic Smoker, that's a terrible loss. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm with you, Cliff. I don't know why, but like I can blow one smoke ring and then I'm done. And Stoic smokers blowing them in smoke rings inside of smoke. It's funny. It's just some people got it, some people don't. Pipe full. How you doing, Andrew? Good to see you. This is the 2020 Thanksgiving Day, Peter. So it's this year. Jim, I feel for you. That must have been a horrible 8 minutes. Oh, so you think the Englishes give you a heavier smoke? Could be Stoic smoker. I can't say for certain. Tony, that's a unique talent. Tony 530. Tony, I want to see that on your next video. I want to see you blow smoke rings out your nose. Daniel Leslie's asking, what is a Balkan tobacco? Is a Balkan blend, and what is a crossover blend? So I'll give you what I think the answer is to the second one, and I'll admit that the first one I'm just not going to have a good answer to. Crossover blend is usually something that's like an English aromatic. So it's really closer to an English blend than an aromatic, but it's got enough of an aromatic topping to make it be considered a crossover. That's my version. I'm sure other people have different definitions. Balkan blend, I've gotten so confused over that. I've heard it defined so many different ways that I just don't. I just consider Balkan and English to be the same thing, mainly because I don't want to smoke either of them. Hey, Professor Walker, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Hope he gets that license soon. So a Scottish blend, I thought that had something to do with Black Cavendish being added. I could be completely wrong about that. It gets very confusing. Glad you got that stem clean, Cliff. My phone is buzzing. I actually have people in the YTPC sending me text messages during the live stream. They know I'm doing this. So Stoic Smoker, I definitely have had what people call Balkan blends that have Perique, not Perique, a lot of Kia. So are you saying that the Balkans are? So is a Balkan an English with Orientals? Uh, That's what I thought, Timber Drifter. That makes sense to me. That Balkans would have more Orientals than a normal English blend. Pipes and Bees, how you doing, buddy? Charge a small fee every time to do that. Like an ounce of tobacco. That's fantastic, Steve. Yeah, Kilted Piper Steve was showing me this. Was it clay or was it porcelain? It's basically a washable pipe and good looking and easy to clean. I'm gonna get one of those, Steve. It'd be great for trying out new blends. JC Hooligan, how you doing, buddy? Voodoo 07's making a Christmas plug. H. McClellan Oriental and Latakia. Hope that turns out well for you there. The pipe from the 60s, you mean the Venturi, the plastic one? It wasn't plastic, it was some sort of space age material. But is that what you mean, Michael? See if I have one. Nope, not that box. That what you mean, Michael? This is unsmoked and its original wrapper and everything. But that is a completely plastic pipe. It's not plastic. Let me see if they... It was made by the Venturi Company. Now they don't say what the material is, but it's one of, it was like a, it's on the tip of my tongue, but it was basically a thermal resistant plastic. That's even in the original cellophane. I should get extra geek points for that. Oh yeah, the smoke was another one. That's right, Mark. Le Peltier, that's the name of the pipe that Kilted Piper Steve got. The one that was it porcelain, Steve? I can't remember. It's not graphite, Ron H. It's but you know what? Graphite is close enough. Daniel Leslie, in my experience, cigar leaf blends do not taste like a cigar at all. Cigar leaf's a really interesting thing. It adds a lot of depth. If the right amount is used, it can add a lot of depth to a blend. It can be a little bit spicy. It can be overdone too, though. Is it Corvette Jim's valuing my pipe? $17. Wow. Brylon. No, that's not it. No. Brylon was used by K Woody, I think, had Brylon. And that was a combination of nylon and briar. So they actually made nylon that was impregnated with briar, if I'm remembering it correctly. Okay, so the inside of that pipe is clay. So that's interesting. So it's going to smoke nice and dry. And the outside is porcelain, and it's a double-walled pipe. That's what's cool about it. So it's almost like a thermally insulated. So you know how clay pipes get really hot when you smoke them, but this one stays cool. The one that Kilted Piper Steve was showing me. So you get all the benefits of clay, and that you can clean it out easily, and it doesn't ghost and all that kind of stuff. But it's easier to smoke because it's in this double-walled configuration. No, it wasn't Brylon. I'm gonna look it up. Well, when I type in the pipe, I get the pipe Nook. Oh, this isn't going to work at all. Let's see. I go to Pipepedia. Pyrolytic graphite and a phenolic resin. There we go. So that's easy to remember. Pyrolytic graphite and a phenolic resin. So phenolic resin, Bakelite is a phenolic resin. So it's basically a Bakelite that's been impregnated with pyrolytic graphite, which is probably graphite that's been as burned as it can be. So there's nothing left to oxidize. Sea Smoke Pipes, how you doing, buddy? And J Mouton Pipes, how are you, Jason? Good to see you guys. Tony513, I'm not going to try to spell it. If you go to Pipepedia and you type in the pipe, you'll see it. It's real easy to find. Well, you know, you got to pick and choose your battles. Some folks, drive too fast on the turnpike. Other folks smoke out of pyrolytic graphite and a phenolic resin base. Philly Piper, hello there. Yeah, JMZ, that's exactly right. The old telephones were made of Bakelite. A lot of pipe stems were made of Bakelite, and there's folks that still make them. It's hard to find Bakelite, and it's very expensive when you do find it, but it makes fantastic pipe stems. Very nice, similar mouthfeel to ebonite, but no issues with oxidation, and it comes in some wild colors too. The problem is that the dust is actually quite toxic. So I've worked with it a bit, but I don't like to work with it, and I hope the guys that are working with it are taking precautions. Oh, fantastic, Jason. Glad to hear it. Yeah, Paragon Piper, but Curly was special. He could do that. Yeah, Bakelite was actually the first plastic, Tony. So a lot of things are made from it. A lot of like combs and buttons and stuff like that. And I've finished the Thanksgiving Day, and I'm gonna switch back to some haunted bookshop. I didn't bring a. Yeah, it does get brittle with time there, Monty. I think it reacts to light. But a lot of the vintage electronics, even like old PC boards, which were made out of phenolic resins, they can break down as well. Sal the Painter, hello there, good to have you. New to pipe smoking and loves it so far. Fantastic. And it's good that you enjoy it more than cigars, because it certainly is more economical than cigars. Ron H is switching to some HGL. Huh. Oh, is that Sal Michael case? So you can actually smell the, it's probably the phenol that you're smelling there. Gary Edminster started smoking a pipe in '72. Wow. OBX Piper, hello there. All briared up. How you doing, John? So Cliff, did you get your holes all filled? Oh, just as I asked that, I see Cliff's got to run. Sure thing, Cliff. You take care, enjoy your dinner, and have a great weekend. That's a good question, Jason. I would think that it would smell. If water does that, why wouldn't tobacco, moisture, or spit? Yeah. I remember Bakelite when I was a kid, and there were still a lot of things around that were made of Bakelite, having a very specific smell. And I also, was a little kid, so you put things in your mouth. It had a very unique taste. So I don't understand the attraction of it as a stem material. Smokin' Joe is having some Borkin Riff bourbon whiskey. Very nice. Tony 513, I'm definitely going to do that. As soon as I get a little fly tying station set up down here. I'm going to make some fly tying videos. Wow, Oregon passed a law that places a 50-cent tax on each cigar. Unbelievable. I remember, believe it or not, when you could get cigars for 50 cents. Not good ones, but Daniel Leslie, acrylic, clear plastic stems are acrylic as well. I mean, they might be called lucite, which is just a brand name for acrylic. It's not a different material, really. Although there are different ways that acrylic can be made. Yeah, they're good. I find them. I mean, this is an acrylic stem. I find them to be harder on my teeth. Well, not harder on my teeth like they're wearing my teeth down, but I just don't like the feel. I prefer ebonite. But, you know, acrylic is nice because it's easier to maintain. You don't get oxidation. Ah, EK341's switching to Briar Fox. That's a nice blend. Pouring in IPA. Well, I can't join you there, buddy, but the Briar Fox sounds good. And Mike Clark, good to have you on, buddy. Luxury Navy Flake, good choice. Night, Cliff. Take care, buddy. Hey, Brad. Absolutely. Brad Sims, briarnbrew is here. He's the fellow that's putting together those care packages for the troops, and happy to do the shout out, and looking forward to getting some stuff together for you and getting that out early next week, Brad. You need the stuff as soon as possible, if I'm not mistaken, because you got to get it all boxed up by the end of the month to get it overseas in time for Christmas. So, guys, if you're gonna do that, get in touch with Brad soon. And again, his contact information is in the description. Pipes and or tobacco would be appreciated. All briared up. I can't stand those pipe condoms. I'm not going to touch them with a 10-foot pole. All right, Mark, Tobacco Pipes International. You have a good weekend, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, so Brad needs the donations by the last week in November. So that means we gotta get stuff in the mail this coming week. So anybody that can help out with that, it would be much appreciated. Jason, so Brad Sims, who is Briar and Brew on Instagram, is doing the Christmas packages for the troops, and he's looking for donations of pipes and tobacco so that he can put together the care packages to send over. He needs the stuff soon, by the end of the month. And while we're talking about commercial type, not commercials, you know what I mean, announcements. There we go. Tomorrow we're going to do a live stream giveaway, and it's going to be for the month of November, which of course is the month of Thanksgiving, and we're going to be giving away a 4-ounce cake of LJ Paredes Thanksgiving Day. This is not the 4-ounce cake. This is one that I've been smoking, but I've got an unopened one over there, and all you got to do is show up for the live stream. It's tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be doing some trivia, hopefully Thanksgiving-based trivia, but I haven't found the questions yet, so we'll see how it goes. Burley Nut Bob, it's my understanding, and Brad can correct me if I'm wrong here, that they will accept new or used pipes as long as the used pipes are clean. Brad's answering now. JMZ56, we got several pipe makers in the audience right now, so maybe they'd be better to answer that question. But in my opinion, ebonite and vulcanite are the same thing. Vulcanite, it turns out they named a mineral vulcanite after vulcanite was vulcanite, so they had to change the name of it. That was complicated, but ebonite and vulcanite are the same thing. Some people claim that ebonite refers more to the factory-made stems and vulcanite refers to hand-cut, but it's the same material. And Voodoo07 is asking about yogurt and activated charcoal as a bowl coating. I've got no information about bowl coatings, but maybe one of the pipe guys out there would know. And Corvette Jim is getting in early with the answer is 7. Daniel Leslie, in my opinion, that's going to involve some scraping and a little bit of sanding and micro mesh pads. I've got a video on it. If you go to my playlist, there's one on pipe maintenance, and I think I've got a series of pipe stem renovation videos that you can watch. I could throw in a tin of Rustica, Steve, if you want. Do you want to donate one? Odie, this cotton bacon you're talking about, it's a replacement for the Zippo wadding? That's really interesting. And it makes the fluid last longer. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, Tony, I've had twist tobaccos. They're like any other ropes or flakes, are often things like luxury bullseye flake is a rope that's been cut into coins. Twists are very similar to that. The cupboard's bare, dude, Rustica. Got Jody. I'll have to look into that. That sounds very interesting. Vulcanization is if I'm remembering my history correctly, my chemistry right, it's the addition of sulfur to natural rubber, which hardens it and makes it more useful for things like tires, and I do believe it was invented by Goodyear. But I don't know if that's in any way related to vulcanite. I really don't know. Um, Quite possibly, because vulcanite is a very hard rubber, so maybe it's rubber that's been hardened beyond something like a tire. Daniel Leslie, check out my the videos in my pipe maintenance playlist. I've got videos on removing stem oxidation. Yeah, Corvette Jim, I was just going to ask you about that. So did the effects last for a couple weeks? You're happy with it? Oh, that's fantastic, Jim. Um, so that Briarville oxidation remover stuff is, from what Jim has shown me, it's really remarkable stuff. And I was concerned that it was going to be a temporary effect, that the oxidation was going to come back, but he's saying that it's been over a month and it's still shiny. So that's really remarkable. And Ed's seconding that, so fantastic. Gonna have to get some of that. I'm also gonna have to try to figure out how it works. I did Tony 513, but I'm not a chemist. But I did take a fair amount of chemistry. I'm actually a pharmacologist, if anybody cares. Timber Drifter, I do not believe I have tried Lord Chesterfield Ale. Is that, you say you remember it fondly, is that something that was available in Pennsylvania, and why do you remember it fondly and not have it now? I'm not getting the reference. Probably because I'm overthinking it. Daniel Leslie, I've used a Zippo for over 30 years and I've never had a problem with it. That's why I use it. I like them. There are folks that say it imparts a taste. There are folks that say it imparts a taste, but it goes away right away. And there's folks like me that have never noticed anything. I would have guessed that, Voodoo. No, I don't deal in drugs, Ed. Paragon Piper, is that Big Dave? Or he's now known the Great Pumpkin? Good night, Burley Nut Bob. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I'm with you, Brad. Ah, okay, Timber Drifter. I'll have to keep an eye out for it. I'm not familiar with it. Lord Chesterton Ale. I'll keep an eye open. Good evening, D. Conrad. How you doing tonight? J. Mouton Pipes. Have a good night and a great weekend, Jason. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. And Horatio Ayuso. Good night to you. Have a good weekend. And here's Big Dave. How you doing, buddy? He was lurking. EK341, I agree. I really learned a lot from Tony last week. It was a great time. Michael Case, you need to talk to Tamper Tantrum. He knows more about not magic mushrooms, but actual mushrooms than anyone I've ever met, and he knows more about ethnobotany and pharmacology than anyone I've met. And he's the guy you want to ask those kind of questions to. All right, all briared up. You have a good evening, John. It's great to see you. Monty 53, how you doing? Oh, you're not late, Big Dave. But we were talking about you. You'll have to watch the replay to find out what we were saying. Oh, it is a Yingling product, Timber Drifter. Okay. I'll definitely have to look for it. I have not seen it. I've not noticed it. There you go, Brad. You're way ahead of me. I'm not doing such a good job tonight in terms of timing this, but that's why my wife chilled a second bottle for me. Ever show you my bottle opener? This is another gift of my wife. It's a little Japanese plane, and the blade is actually the opener. She got that for me one Christmas, probably about, oh heck, I don't know, it's got to be 10 years ago now. I was really into wooden hand planes for a while. I don't know, Tony, but I would guess it's maple. Yeah, it's probably maple. Hey, Swiss Army knives do the job, Brad. David Holm, hello there. Don't worry about being late. You can't be late here. Was it difficult to get my wife to accept pipes? Yeah, it's actually funny. No, it wasn't. And so when I first met her, I was a pipe smoker and I had a beard, and we dated for quite a while, and she has no memory of me with a beard, which is weird. And she bought me, like the first year that we were together for Christmas, she bought me a pipe stand and some really bad tobacco, but she didn't know what she was doing. I think she got me some apple tobacco actually. But this little pipe stand that I still have and all. And then I got off of pipes for a long time, and I was smoking cigars. And when I switched back to pipes, she looked at me like I had two heads, and she said, "When did you decide to smoke a pipe?" And it's just so funny because when we met, I was a pipe smoker then. So it wasn't hard because she knew it from the beginning, even though she forgot it in the middle. Oh, Tony, I don't know. There's not many photos of me that have survived. Couch is here. How you doing, buddy? You don't have to apologize. You can't be late here. Unless you show up after. And then you're just a replay watcher. Corbett Jim, you almost made beer come out of my nose with that one. Armchair Piper Ed, have a good weekend, buddy. Yeah, Paragon Piper, it's definitely more economical. Although if things keep going the way they've been going, it's not going to be that way for long. Meerschaum Mountaineer. The bucket of ice cream is calling for you. Well, you must go, my friend. Have a great weekend. Amen, Paragon Piper. Amen. Couch is off work on December 18th, which is a Friday. Is that a hint, Couch? Ah, good. My voice finally caught up to my mouth. Glad to hear it, Timber Drifter. There you go, Steve. Well, Daniel Leslie, this is a pipe smoker channel, and you get a lot of pipe smokers in the audience. I think you're going to get the answer of a pipe, but to be honest, there are times when I just really enjoy a cigar. It just depends on what I'm doing and what mood I'm in. So guys, in terms of coming attractions on December 18th, we're going to have Couch on the show. That's something to look forward to. And Couch, will Ilva be able to join you for that? It'd be nice to interview my goddaughter. And while we're doing coming attractions next week, we got Steph and Skip Kane are going to be my guests. So really looking forward to that. Oh, Ron H., I'm glad that the beer finally worked. Yeah, Paragon Piper. That's sometimes the best part, finishing the cigar in your pipe. No, full dawdle. Jeremy Reeves had to reschedule, and I believe he's now scheduled for sometime in January. But he is definitely going to be with us. Kathy, does that mean Steve's not going to be growing his beard back? Yeah, Michael Case, that's very observant of you. I do tend to, usually on Sunday morning, I have a cigar if the weather's nice, and I try to have one on Sunday evening. Lately, I've been doing that about 50% of the time, just because life's been busy. And I do like to, cigar is an investment, so I like to make sure that I'm going to have the time to enjoy it. Whereas a pipe, I can put it down and come back to it a couple hours later. Meerschaum cheroot holder for smoking small cigars. Very interesting, Paragon Piper. Dude, Rustica, I'm certain that's a coincidence. Meg Piety, sorry about that. I just do the simple, I don't even think about it, but it's essentially the 3-step pack where you put it in very lightly, then you put some more on and you pack a little bit harder, and then you finish it off with a firm pack. But I don't really pay attention to it. A ritual indeed, Michael. Scott D, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, it's cold and rainy here too. Have a good night, Michael Schenkel. Good luck with the fishing tomorrow. Tight lines. Types of the high mass of tobacco smokers. That's very poetic of you, Paragon. There you go, Michael Case. Sounds like a good deal. All right, Kirk from Florida, you take care, my friend. Have a great weekend, buddy. Timber Drifter, enjoy your dinner and have a great weekend, my friend. Great seeing you tonight. Voodoo's opened up the Frog Morton cellar. There you go. Can't say the which Canadian guy, Jim? Oh, Steve. Barbed wire Piper, hello there, my friend. How are you doing this evening? So we got about 14 minutes to go. The one that's been missing here, Bonapiper? Christian was had something he had to do tonight, so he couldn't join us. Eric's been missing for a couple of weeks. I know he's gone back to work. Not Eric, Everett, sorry. Oh, full dottle, you lucky man, you. Yeah, Michael Case, it's a little tricky with acrylic stems, and the Bing probably has an acrylic stem. Just because acrylic's tricky to bend, but it can be done. The one that just went back to work, Jim, that's probably Everett Young. Beard of Freedom, there you go, Brad. Ah, got you, Jim. I was in touch with Sarge just before, well, about a week ago, week and a half ago, and he seems fine. I know he's been busy. Big Dave, I have no idea. I actually didn't get to know Bear Pipe that well. He made some fantastic videos, and haven't seen him in a while. I would love to see more from him. Oh, Tony, I was in school forever. My sister got me this coffee mug that said something like, "I'm proud of you, but aren't you in about the 21st grade?" So I did undergraduate work, then I did doctoral thesis, master's degree doctoral thesis. So yeah, I was in school forever. Gary Edminster, pipe lawyer, sounds very familiar. Can't place him though. Oh, Magpiety, you don't want to really talk about that, do you? My general area is brain biology. So you can call it a lot of different things, but that's the simplest way to describe it. Jim, I also got that master's in slacking off. That's why it took me so long to get through school. Yeah, Brad, Mutton Chop has been MIA for quite a while now. Am I related to Frankenstein? Tony, I don't know how to take that. Yes, Magpiety, I'm still working in that field. That could be, Steve. I don't remember that. Groovin' Piper, how you doing, Cody? Oh, the doctor, not the monster. I know, Paragon Piper. You know, I'm a horror fan, and the one thing I can't stand is when people refer to the monster as Frankenstein. Oh, Gary, that's cool. Always great to have a real world meetup. No, David Home. I work with a bunch of people that are either they're not smokers. I'll just leave it at that. Dude, Rustica, that's got to be the understatement of the century. Did he smoke a pipe, Paragon Piper? I'm thinking of the cigar smoking scene in I think it was Bride of Frankenstein. I don't remember when he was doing the putting on the Ritz thing. Was that when he was smoking the pipe? Ah, yeah, yeah. I think you're right, Paragon Piper. That's so full dottle. There you go, Steve. You can make your own rustica. Not a long pipe. There is in the original Frankenstein. There's some scenes of the Burgermeister smoking from a I always forget what a Tyrolean pipe. The ones with the cap on them. Voodoo07, thank you for joining us, buddy. You have a good evening and a great weekend. Big Dave, I don't know, but I would guess both are true. the price is, it's never going to be cheaper than it is now. I mean, that's something that we've all been saying for years. And the way things are going, you know, I don't know what the future of mail order is and all that stuff. So in the last few minutes, guys, I just want to remind you to please check out Briar and Brew's information down in the description. I've linked to his Instagram post on what he's doing for the troops. If you can spare a pipe or some tobacco for him for his holiday packages, it would be much appreciated. Tomorrow, remember, 4 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be doing a giveaway live stream. We'll have a trivia challenge, and the winner will get a pack of LJ Peretti Thanksgiving Blend, which I'm now dropping all over the tabletop here. And if you can't make that, next Friday we're going to be having Steph and Skip Kane with us. So it should be a lot of fun in the works. Big Dave and Tony513 asked the same thing. I have not checked on the tobacco. I'm embarrassed to say. This weekend it's coming out of the attic, I promise. I'll give you an update next week. Hey, Scott D, that's good news. 20% off C&D at Smoking Pipes. There'll be another haunted bookshop shortage now, I'm sure. EK341, thank you for joining us. I sure hope to see you again. Thank you, Piper on the 45. And thank everybody who joined us tonight. You know, these virtual pipe clubs would be absolutely pointless if you guys didn't show up, because I'm not really that entertaining. So y'all take care. I hope to see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. If not, we'll catch up with you soon. Have a great one, guys.